Hi everybody, this is Jen from Cookies, Cupcakes, and Cardio.com. Today I'm going to be making a lemon cake using fresh lemon zest and fresh lemon juice. It is excellent, so let's get baking. For the lemon cake, we're going to need 1 cup of butter at room temperature, 2 cups of sugar, 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 4 eggs, 1 cup of buttermilk. We're going to need 1 tablespoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, and the zest of 3 lemons. We're also going to be using whole lemons for garnishes, and we're going to be using some raspberries. Obviously the lemons and the raspberries are optional. And I'm also going to be using white buttercream to ice this cake. So let's get started. First up, we're going to combine our flour and our baking powder and our salt. And I'm just going to whisk it up together, and I'm going to set it off to the side. Next up, we're going to mix our butter until it's nice and fluffy. Then I'm going to add in my sugar and mix that. And while that's mixing, I'm going to slowly add in my eggs. Before I put anything more in, I'm just going to give my bowl a scrape and my paddle. And give it another mix. And while it's continuing to mix, I'm going to add in my vanilla, my lemon juice, and my fresh lemon zest. So let that incorporate, and then we'll be ready to add the next stuff. Now that the wet mixture has been mixed together, I'm going to put in about half of my flour. And I'm going to mix that up. And add about half of my buttermilk. And now I'm going to add in the rest of my flour. Start to mix that, and add my buttermilk. So I'm going to prep my cake pans, and I'll be ready to fill those up next. I'm going to divide the batter up equally into my 2 cake pans. These ones are 9-inch round. And then I'm going to bake the cake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 35 to 40 minutes. Might be a touch closer to 45. It will depend on the strength of your oven. And when I'm finished, I'm going to pull them out, and I'm going to put them onto cooling racks. And when they are cooled to room temperature, I'll show you how we're going to decorate them. The cakes have come out of the oven, and I'm letting them cool here on the cooling rack. What I'm going to do next is level them off and get them ready for decorating. To level the top of my cake, I just take my knife and I'm just cutting off the center that may have domed up during the baking process. And then you can either eat that, enjoy it, or save it for cake scraps for some other time. Then you're going to take a dollop of your buttercream and just spread that around in the middle. So I'm going to level off my second cake, and then I'm going to put it right on top. So now I've got my top layer on, and I'm going to now cover the cake in what's called a crumb coat, collecting any loose crumbs that might be on the loose on the outside of the cake. Then I'm going to put the cake into the freezer for about 20 to 30 minutes, and that's going to seal the crumb coat and make it nice and hard, so any sort of decorating you want to do next on the cake, you won't have to worry about any crumbs getting in that top layer of your buttercream. The way I'm going to decorate this cake today is sometimes called a messy icing, or it's more of a rustic look. So you get to have lots of fun with this one. You just kind of plop it on and then use your spatula and just swipe it any which way you want. So you want to have these nice, really clean and crisp kind of divot marks that you're leaving behind with your spatula. So I'm just going to go over my entire cake, just like that. Like there's no rhyme or reason. It's lots of fun to do. Something you can do quickly, and it still actually looks kind of cool when you're finished. So I'm going to do the top, and I'm going to do the sides the exact same way. And then I'll be back to show you how to garnish it with some of the raspberries and the lemons. I've cut my lemons in half, and then I've cut them into very thin slices. And I'm just going to line them up right along the bottom of the cake here. And I'm going to go all the way around with these. To finish off the top of the cake, I'm just going to put a lemon curl on. And I'm going to put some of the fresh raspberries. And you can obviously decorate the top however you would like to. So I hope you enjoyed learning about how to make a lemon cake today, everybody. Thanks for subscribing to the channel to stay up to date on all of our newest videos. Remember, you can find us on Facebook, Google+, and on Twitter. I will see you again next time.